We all love the camera on the iPhone. Well, the good news is the iPhone 14 is getting 2 new cameras being added this year. Today, I want to go over the specs of these cameras and what they will be for. I also want to give you guys the latest on the iPhone 14 release date and price with specs as well. So it's a matter of weeks to WWDC 2022 and everybody is looking forward to some great new software features for iPhones and other Apple devices. WWDC 2022 will be Apple's second 2022 event, as the last one we had was Apple's peak performance event, and that happened in March time, and the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro got some additional gorgeous green colours introduced. After WWDC, the next Apple event is going to be the Apple iPhone event, and I'll talk about when this is happening a little bit later on in the video. However, as we're getting closer to the release date now, I'm splitting the reports and leaks for the iPhone 14 and the new iPhone 14 Max into one video and having the details about the iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 14 Pro Max into another. Today I'm going to focus on the details for the iPhone 14 and that brand new iPhone 14 Max, but keep an eye out on my channel for So let's talk about the iPhone 14 cameras. A new report has come in telling us that all the iPhone 14 models are going to be getting some camera upgrades on the front-facing notch and also that hole punch and pill design. The report is coming from Min-Chi Kuo, who has said that we will now be getting an upgraded front-facing camera system with a wide and also an ultra-wide camera lens. The biggest change is the aperture, as it will now be a 1.9 aperture, whereas on the iPhone 13 models in comparison, it's a 2.2 aperture. It is believed that these two new lenses will work together to give you better portrait photos and far better depth of field when taking a selfie. With the camera taking wider angle shot, this also means that you could probably get more people into a group photo for a selfie. It's also possible that center stage is finally coming to the iPhone this year, as this has been available on every iPad model out there, and also it's now available on the new Studio display that came out earlier this year. So it makes complete sense for Apple to bring center stage to all of their devices, and it looks like this time round it's coming to the iPhone 14. So next, release date and price, but now is a good time more than ever to mention that all reports and leaks that you're seeing right here are not 100% proof that they will come true with the new iPhone. I can only present you what reports or information that is out there. However, if you are watching this video, you're as curious as I am in knowing what is going to be said about the next generation iPhone anyway. So let's do the release date and prices next. So based on no chip shortages or components being hard to come by from now until the end of summer 2022, it is believed that the iPhone 14 Pro and other iPhone 14 models will be out at the end of September 2022. So far, including the prices for the iPhone 14 and the new iPhone 14 Max. So starting then with the normal iPhone 14, it will be a 6.1 inch OLED display with a resolution of 2532 by 1170. Sadly, this phone will still have a 60Hz refresh rate this year, but we will be getting 6GB of RAM inside, but we'll have the storage options of 128GB, 256GB and 512GB storage options. Also, we've been told that we're actually going to be retaining the A15 Bionic chipset inside the iPhone 14, and that will be made up of 4 efficiency cores, 2 performance cores, and a 4-core GPU as well. The main body of this brand new iPhone 14 will be an aluminium body, just like before with previous generations. We'll also have a dual camera on the back, that will be a wide and an ultra wide camera lens, and then the battery inside will be a 3095 mAh battery, what's the same size what we got inside the iPhone 13. The base model will be 128GB, and that'll be starting at $799 US. Moving on to the iPhone 14 Max, and this is the brand new model this year, replacing the iPhone minis, and this will be coming in at a 6.78 inch display. It'll be an OLED display, and its resolution will be 2778 by 1280, and again it will be a 60Hz refresh panel. There'll be 6GB of RAM inside, again the same storage as the normal iPhone 14, so 128GB all the way up to 512GB, and again that A15 Bionic chipset will be inside this phone as well, so that will be be 4 efficiency cores, 2 performance cores, and there will also be a 4-core GPU core inside. The actual body again will be made out of an aluminium body, and again we'll be getting those dual cameras of a wide and ultra wide camera lenses, and then the actual battery size will be a 4352 milliamp battery size. What's the same what's going to be inside the iPhone 14 Pro Max, but the base model of this one, 128GB model, will be starting at $899 for this brand new iPhone that Apple are introducing this year. So that is where we stand